Oh, okay. What is up, fellow figure pals and gals? It's your boy, the Wolf Gamer 25, and we are back. Yes, back once again for another riveting segment of Figure Friday. You know, it's that particular time of the week where we spend some quality time together and, well, basically nerd out about all things figure, Funko, merchandise, memorabilia related of all kinds, shapes, colors, sizes. You better believe anything in the stores you're going to find right here on this channel. So, before we get started, I would very much like to say, I do hope that you guys had a good Friday today because, as you guys know, uh, today was a good Friday for a lot of folks. But then again, I could probably be wrong, but who knows? I'm actually happy to say I had a good Friday today, because I didn't really have to go to work, which is a very good thing in my book. But, that's just me. But yes, and before the holiest moments, as you guys know, things are kind of starting to get back to normal, and because I've noticed a lot of restaurants keep opening up, the capacity is getting bigger. There's a lot of talks about movie theaters opening back up, which is very good because that's one thing that I miss. But it's nothing against HBO because they're a great service and everything. It's just sometimes they don't have the movies I want. But that's beside the point. I hope you guys are maintaining safety, wearing your masks, keeping your hands washed, and doing all you guys can to help yourselves and keep yourself safe. And I want to say welcome to everybody tonight who will be joining me. If you haven't already, please do your boy a favor and go grab something to eat, something to drink, a snack if you want to. And don't worry about me, folks. I already have a little something to drink right here. Of course, as you know, it's the patented Remune. And dinner is being prepped right now. So all I got to do is chill out with you guys and then wait till my dinner gets fixed. That's the good stuff. Tonight's flavor is melon, by the way. But please, help yourself, folks, and I'll be here waiting. I do hope that you guys, as I said, are hanging in there. Oh, beautiful. Yes, lovely. Because I'm going to say, the weather is also starting to get back to normal, and I'm very happy about that, because these past couple of days that I've been working, it's been just nasty, windy, but I'm happy to say that the wind wasn't as bad today, but it's actually a little warmer. And I was looking at the Doppler, and I looked at the like the days ahead, all that, and I saw that the days are going to get warmer and warmer, which is a very good thing in my book. Because me, I'm a warm weather type of guy. I feel like the warm weather is just more welcoming. If I had to give a word, more welcoming than the cold weather, because yes, it's true. In the warmer weather, a lot of people's like allergies can flare up and all that good stuff. Now, don't get me wrong, I can't talk about that because I have some allergies, and like sometimes when dust or pollen sometimes get kicked up, then yeah, I might sneeze a time or two, but that's beside the point because I still love the warm weather. Really I do. But I want to say we have hit the 3-minute marker, so I guess we can go ahead and get started. I want to say once again, hello and welcome for everybody who's joining me tonight. And I do hope that you're ready because tonight's episode is going to be quite the speed show. I'm not gonna lie, but please don't worry. We're gonna slow it down. We're gonna be introducing 2 new figures tonight. They're going to be speeding straight from the DC universe into the Wolfpack tonight. And one of them is a hero, and the other is, well, he was a hero, and at the same time, it was a hero that's gone mad. So please, I invite you to sit back, relax, and join me, if you will, in taking a deep breath in through the nose, hold it, and out through the mouth. Because I want you guys to feel as relaxed as possible, just like me, because I am feeling relaxed, because that always helps. And not to worry, because I do hope that you guys have a snack. If not, I do hope that you're relaxing. And because, as you know, it's just you, me, and the merchandise of tonight. So it's going to be a double feature since both of them are in a dual pack, but I'm going to try my best to sort of introduce them one at a time, mainly because I'm pretty sure you guys will know like where I'm going with it once I introduce one character. But for those of you guys who don't, we're going to be introducing each character. We're going to tell a little bit about the stories, and we're going to include some fun facts about each character. So again, I invite you to sit back, relax, and join me on this speed quest. So First up, I figured that we could go ahead and introduce the hero of this story that we're about to be telling tonight. Um, First up, as I said, we're going to be introducing. I'm sorry, we're going to be taking a surprise visit into the trip, I'm sorry, we're going to be taking a surprise trip into the city to introduce one who he was an assistant scientist in the criminal and forensic division of this city's police department. And who is this smart scientist and very smart, well, speedster, if you will? Well, it's none other than, of course, Barry Bartholomew Henry Allen, aka the Flash. That's right, folks. The Flash has joined us, the Scarlet Speedster of Central City. That's a mouthful to say, Scarlet Speedster of Central City. Yes, it's true. He has sped from the shelves and into the Wolfpack tonight. He is joining us. I want to say welcome, Mr. Henry Allen, and I hope that you will enjoy your stay. Now, there is a little bit of history. For those of you guys who know who he is, as I said, he is the Flash. He is the fastest man alive, and that's quoting, because everybody knows that. Now, that's a lot of stipulations of say he's only fast in the DC universe, but there have been a lot of crossovers, between him and the Marvel universe. But I mean, we're comparing statistics here. He is my favorite of the speedsters from the DC universe, and not excluding the one from the Marvel universe. Of course, he knows who he is, but I'm not going to say any names. Not going to point any fingers. We're just going to get right into it, huh? Forgive me. Now, I want to apologize for the noise ahead of time because I'm pretty sure it's going to get pretty noisy. Now, I went ahead and I thought ahead. I thought way ahead. I cut the devil's tape, but I also noticed that he also did have the little plastic holders that were holding him down in certain areas, in which, of course, I thought ahead about that too, and I went ahead and cut those because I figured if I was going to do with the tape, I might as well do that one too, because this way it saves me a headache. And these are the DC Multiverse Barry Allen, and of course there is one extra in the pack, which I'm pretty sure you guys probably know who it is. So please forgive me. And yeah, of the McFarlane toy family, which I'm very happy. McFarlane figure family. My apologies. And like each one of these, they also come with a stand and of course a collectible trading card. And what's cool about this one is that it's shiny. This is probably the shiniest card that I've had out of all of the McFarlane figures that I have procured, and it's just wow. Because this is the Flash who made his debut in the Flash #1 in the comic that came out in 2016, which was the DC rebirth of the Flash. And of course, there is some statistics back here for him. Real name Barry Allen. He is 5'11", 1.8 meters, and he weighs only 179 pounds. That's ridiculous. I honestly did not know. I thought he weighed a little bit, more. I guess that's just, for character-wise. But let me go ahead and get him out there. Come on, Flash, speed out of the bag. Ah, there you go. Yeah, just relax, mommy. Okay, there you go. Perfect. Check. Oh my goodness. Okay, he looks pretty upset, but there's a reason for that, folks. Here you go. Here he is, Mr. Flash. Now, pay no attention, folks. I know he looks like he's in a very bad mood, but that's only because of the one extra that is included in this box set that I was talking about in the dual pack. And as you, of course, sporting his ever well-known red and yellow, the lightning bolts on his helmet here. Of course, the silver and yellow in his chest, and of course the all-red spandex, and yeah, his bulging speed force powers. Just an awesome figure to look at, I won't lie. But a little history about Mr. Allen here, just for those of you guys who didn't know. My apologies. In the beginning, there was one night that basically had changed his life forever, where when he was young, he actually was bearing a witness to the murder of his mother. And hang on, there's somebody knocking. We might have a cameo. Sit tight. Oh, well, look who it is. We have a special guest tonight, folks. Look who came to say hi. Say hi. Want to say hi to them? No, you don't want to say hi? She's waving. She says, "Hi, folks." Yes, no, you're not getting up there. Here, go over there. There you go. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Frosty, folks. Frosty the cat. Ever so curious and always likes to come in here when I'm getting into my characters. But back to what I was saying. When young Barry here was young, one night he bared witness to the murder of his mother, which of course she had died by way of like a strange yellow blur, which nobody could explain at the time. Which of course during that time his father was convicted of committing the murder, which of course he didn't do. Everybody knew it, but no one could prove it. And during that time, it was when Barry had become obsessed with bringing down the one who was responsible for the death of his mother. And of course, the one being, which of course in this instance was the Reverse Flash. Sorry, spoilers. My apologies. Um, and in that time, he wanted to free his father. Unfortunately, it didn't really turn out to be an easy journey because there was a lot of ups and downs, a lot of heartbreaks, you know. And one night, while he was in his lab, a stray bolt of lightning actually came down from the sky and struck Barry, and thus it basically pushed him into a shelf of like just so many chemicals put together, and thus it did put him into a coma. But on the day when he wake up, he was given a gift. He was given the gift of super speed, super agility, and healing, and thus he dubbed the name the Flash, or like the Scarlet Speedster. He's had many names, you know, but at the hands of villains, it's many different names. But um, now he protects Central City, and he also became a founding member of the Justice League, which of course is very cool in my book, because if you're gonna be a founding member of the Justice League, that's pretty cool, honestly, because that's like a huge honor in the DC universe. But I did find out some very cool facts about him. He actually had a twin brother who unfortunately became a villain known as Cobalt Blue. And he actually, one thing that I noticed about him is that a lot of the DC heroes, they will not cross the line when it comes to taking a life or when it comes to killing. But the Flash here, he's actually crossed that line. He killed someone, and but here's the thing: it's kind of a good thing and bad thing at the same time, because he did kill someone, but at the same time, it's a good thing because that person he did kill was the one who killed his mother, which of course was the Reverse Flash. Now, that was only because the Reverse Flash was going to kill Barry's soon-to-be wife, and I mean, Barry took it upon himself to just do what was necessary and take the life of the one, and he didn't want to lose any more loved ones, including his mother. Now, probably the last fun fact and the coolest fact is that Marvel, yes, this is right, Marvel actually paid tribute to the Flash after his death, and that was when they had made a character known as Buried Alien. Now, I know what you're thinking, but this is Marvel. How would they know the Flash? Well, that's like asking how DC knows Marvel. Like when Stan Lee had passed, that basically not only shocks the Marvel universe, but it also shocked the DC universe to its core, mainly because he had a hand in creating some of the DC heroes. Now, I don't know which ones per se, but I do know for a fact that he did. She's just looking at me. What are you looking at? Huh? What are you looking at me for? Huh? What? This cat. Let me tell you guys, this cat. Oh, now, yeah, I mean, it's one thing is that when I notice that she yawns, I feel like she's yelling at me, you know? Or she might just be upset because I made her make a cameo. But I mean, she came in of her own free will. I didn't invite her back here. But before I introduce the next character, I want to go ahead and get the elastic part back into the box. Sorry, folks. Sorry about the noise. Okay. Beautiful. Wait. Oh, yeah. That right there. Batten down the hatches, because this next one's going to be pretty cool. Okay. So, you guys good? You guys all right? Because now it's time for the finale, the second part of the double pack tonight. Next up, we're going to be running into a different direction. Same speed, just a different direction. We're going to be taking a surprise detour into the metal side of the DC universe to introduce a rather dark supervillain. But at the same time, I use that word supervillain kind of loosely with this character, and there is a reason for that. But we're going to get into it, so please. Um, as I said, he used to stop the ones who threatened the city, but he became the very thing in which he swore never to become. And that big bad's name, folks, is Bruce Wayne. But not just Batman, but also the Red Death. That's right, folks, the Red Death. That's right. That's right. The Dark Knight of the DC Metal Band. The second part. Now, as I did say in the beginning, he did come also with his own little collectible card, little collectible trading card. If I can just get it out of there. There it is. And like the Flash is, it's also shiny, shiny. You guys look at it. That's just awesome. And this version, as I said, is the one who came out in the Red the Red Death issue #1 of the comic, who came out in 2017. And yes, his real name is Bruce Wayne. He stands at 6'2" and a whopping 210 pounds. Phew. Just I love these shiny cards. Really, these are extra rare to me, mainly because I've never had shiny cards like this. Like, yeah, I've had holographics, but these to me are just like on a whole different level. You know. So let me just get him out of there. Come on, come on, come on out. Let's have a look at you. Come on. Oh, sorry. Wow. This guy looks bad. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. Here he is, folks. This is actually one of the figures I've been trying to track down for a long while. Look at this. The color and the detail on this thing is ridiculously awesome. Like, really, just the sheer look of the whole, like, just Flash and Batman feel is just incredible looking, really. And now, I know you guys are wondering how this guy came to be. Now, there's a very interesting story on that. Now, this is the Batman of Earth -52, and he fought crime for years with the aid of his sidekicks, Robin, and his many other sidekicks, Nightwing, Batgirl, Red Hood at the times. But unfortunately, as time passed, he lost many different sidekicks to just many different missions that seemed impossible, and unfortunately, they did claim the lives of them. And he felt just terrible about that because it drove him over the edge. And in order to do so, or to do what was necessary, he felt that he had to adopt more extreme methods. And here's where the tragic story begins. See, in the beginning, as I said, he used weapons of that Earth's rogue squadron. Now, basically, those guys include Captain Cold, Mirror Master, and Weather Wizard. And during that time, not only did he beat them, but he also ended up taking their weapons, and he wanted to use them on that Earth's Flash. And the only reason he wanted to was because he knew that that Flash had the Speed Force powers, and he wanted him to basically give them to Batman. Unfortunately, Flash wasn't having it. He wasn't going to do it. So the Batman took it upon himself to use the weapons on the Flash, and he basically knocked him out cold just long enough for him to chain and strap down the Flash to the hood of his Batmobile, and which at the time was modified to go any distance, anywhere. Now, in that moment, he proceeded to drive himself and the Flash into the Speed Force. Yes, straight into the Speed Force. Now, here's where the story kind of gets interesting. While they were driving through the Speed Force, during the time, as much as the Flash, he was used to it, but Batman's body, it wasn't having it. However, there was a moment in time during that convergence where the Flash and Batman had actually fused into one being, and of course that being was the Red Death, that's just pretty cool. Now, it gave Batman the Speed Force powers that he wanted, and he also developed a sort of corrupt connection to the Speed Force, which in that time, Barry was still alive, and unfortunately, his conscience was trapped inside the body. Now, I think the reason that Batman had came out on top was because he was more, mentally strong than the Flash, and his body was just more well equipped. Now, I honestly don't know the full story, but this is basically what I'm going off of. Um, and in the time when he came to be, when he was finally all said and done, after committing just too many nasty crimes, even deaths at the moment, where he took it upon himself to basically kill that Earth's rogue squadron, and he killed them. I ain't gonna lie, he took it out, he took it out like nothing. And he was visited um, by the last one of the squad that I mentioned in one of my past streams, the Batman Who Laughs, who basically told him that if he joined Barbatos. Now Barbatos was the founder of the DC Metal Squad, and of course it's just a group that he formed. And what he wanted him to do was he wanted him to join his Dark Knight's squad, and so that way he could save his world from destruction, since at the time it was teetering on the brink of annihilation, not from like world-threatening disasters, but just the fact that the Earth itself had become so corrupt with like all of just the bad, the crime, the deaths, the murders, all of that. It just was rotting the core to the rotting the planet to the core. Now, he did accept and thus became known as the Red Death. Now, there are some very interesting facts that I did find out about this guy. Um, what's cool about his persona, if you will, because I found this to be pretty cool. It's the fact that he's the literal interpretation of one of Batman's worst fears, which in this instance was losing his Bat family and not being fast enough to save them, which of course is why um, he was driven over the edge, because he felt like he couldn't save them. He felt like he was not fast enough to save them, or because he couldn't get there in time to do them justice by saving them. And he's not evil. Most people think that just because of the crimes that he did commit, which were just ungodly evil, he's not at the same time. He is honestly just a puppet of Barbatos. Now, the only reason I say that is because even though, as I said, he did commit some nasty, heinous crimes, he took out many lives, but even though like he has just the evil face, you got to remember he still has Barry's conscience trapped inside of him, which of course serves as sort of a kind of a white light, because there were times where Batman, or I'm sorry, the Red Death here, was looking to kill people who didn't really need to be killed, and that's when Barry would speak up and tell him, no, don't do it. And he didn't do it. He stepped away and he sped off and just left them alone. Now, like many, different heroes or different villains, he has a lot of unique abilities. Not only does he have the connection to the Speed Force, not all of the Flash's abilities, but he also has one cool ability that I did learn about. It's the fact that he can create what's called Speed Force energy constructs, and basically what those are is like anybody he comes into contact with, or anybody who comes into contact with him, basically, like if he would touch them or put his hand on them, he would age them. He would basically speed up the age process and basically turn them from a young person like of 16 into a person of like, I don't know, 70, 80 years old, or even then you could just turn them to dust if you wanted to, which was very cool in my book. Now, don't get me wrong, I know like he's a villain, why would you like him? But you got to remember, he's not really a full villain, not full-fledged. He's just getting manipulated in certain situations. But one thing I did learn or find out that's cool is that they did include, not only did they include two of the single stands, but they also included what I'm going to say is like a sort of an effect type deal. I'm guessing like the Flash would be here, or the Red Death would be here, or it could be either way, which of course it looks like a slab of concrete if I had to describe it, which is very cool, because this to me, it adds more definition to the characters and gives them like a sort of a scene, if you will, so that they can recreate it, which is awesome, honestly. Figures, these guys, they were amazing, because like I said, I've been trying to track down the Red Death for a while. Ever since I found out about that just being announced, was just crazy, because after I picked up the Batman Who Laughed, I figured there was going to be more. And I came across the Red Death on a comic book page that I was reading, and I read the story. I read about how it happened, which was very interesting to me. I thought it was very cool. The character design, just the whole red and just silver across the chest is just amazing, really. Whew. But I want to say thank you to everybody who came out to me and came out to see me tonight. Here's to you. I'm going to go ahead and end the stream right here, folks. If you like, feel free to hit the follow button when it does appear here. And feel free to sample either one of these videos when they do appear. And I do hope that you guys have a great night. And remember to keep yourself safe, 6 feet apart, wash your hands. And until next time, guys, I hope you join me for the next week's episode, because it is going to be quite awesome. And until next time, guys, stay safe, stay awesome, stay weird, stay yourselves, and be zen, huh? Peace.